This video takes place in the rural locality of Neils Flat, southeast of Uganda, in the mid-north of South Australia. It was selected from the archives. The explore takes place only a few months after I began filming in earnest. The final product is almost fully unedited, while deleting and altering some of the more embarrassing moments. Now, I don't mind taking the piss out of myself, but I do have my limits. So yeah, I took some footage out. As usual, I filled the blanks with music, edited out the superfluous footage, but left the rest as raw as I could. And I really hope that some of you can see the improvements that I've made over the past year and 3/4. I would like to acknowledge the Nungery people as the traditional custodians of the Uganda and Neils Flat area. I acknowledge their connection to land, sea and community. I pay my respects to their elders past and present and extend that respect to any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people who are watching this video. The ruins depict the architecture and early life of Prussian Lutheran settlement in the 1870s. The Lutheran Church of Australia split into two main groups: the Evangelical Lutheran Church of Australia, the ELCA, and the United Evangelical Lutheran Church of Australia, the UELCA. There were two main reasons for the split. One were points of doctrine, and two, the role of elders in the church. As a result of the split, it was very common to see several Lutheran churches in a German Lutheran settlement. One side would build a church, the other side would build a church practically next door or as close as possible. One side would build a school, the other side had to build a school in the same locality. This went on until 1967, when the church finally amalgamated.
Yeah, I'm down in the cellar.
I'm coming down. Ow. Shit. Ow.
Yeah, definitely think that this is the school, I reckon.
Oh, what's that in front of us? I've just heard. In the 90s, a good 30 years after the church amalgamated, I went to church at Bow Hill. My parents had a shack up there, a holiday home. And after morning prayers outside the church before we went in, a lady came up to me and asked me my name. And I gave her my first name, but it wasn't my first name she wanted. It was my last name. As soon as she heard it, she looked at me with a glare and said, "You're from the other side," and she stormed off. It's hard to imagine that after 30 years of amalgamation, there was this still us and them mentality with some people. Now, for the record, for those who want to know, I would have been a part of the Evangelical Lutheran Church of Australia, ELCA, and I can tell you the UELCA people are quite different.
No.
You gotta pull this. Oh, desks. Chairs. No, this was the school. This would have been the school. I reckon. This is a great fireplace. Is there a blackboard? Maybe it wasn't a school. Can't see a blackboard anywhere. A boogie monster. These desks are not that old. I remember seeing it. The schoolhouse was the very first permanent public facility erected by the Lutheran settlements. Church services were held in private homes until the schoolhouse was built, and the schoolhouse would actually double as a church on Sundays until a permanent church could be erected. Here we go, this is what I had in grade 7. These kind of desks. Oh! Shit. Well, I wasn't expecting that. But let's... There you go, keep all your books and your pencils and stuff in there. Junior primary. Chairs. JP desks. Put this back. Oh. Logs of wood for the fire. Well, I don't know when this school closed. It must have closed fairly recently, I'm thinking. I don't know what the dickens this is. Looks like it might have been Pug and Pine, maybe. Go back to the back of this building. What's back here? Not much. See the brick wall. Okay, let's go down this way. Oh man, this is rough terrain out here. Look at all this. There's no rhyme nor reason to it. I am going to get onto Google search and see what I can find out about this place. There's not much left of it. But I don't think it's a house. I don't know what the hell it is. See, all that stone wall goes all the way down there. I'll zoom in on it. It goes for ages. On and on and on. All around there. Unless it was, I don't know, did we have like mission sects in South Australia? I wouldn't have a clue. I don't know. Is this just like a small village that was just left abandoned? I mean, it's so isolated. Those deaths were from the early 1980s. Does that mean this was being used up until the 80s? Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I'm dying to get back to Adelaide and get home and do some research on this place and see what I can come up with. Another interesting tidbit is back in the day, the school teachers didn't have to do much disciplining. During the week, if their children were naughty, their names would be put on the blackboard with a note of what they did, such as tardiness, next to them. Of course, the following Sunday, the parents would see the names on the blackboard when they went to church. But it wasn't just the parents who saw it, the whole town would have seen the names. And the children probably would have been dealt with swiftly in the privacy of the home after church services. We're coming close to the end of the video, and I'd like to know what you all think. Please jump in the comments below and let me know. Have my video skills improved over time, or are they just as bad as they once were? Oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video. And remember, keep smiling.